Okay. Chalisa Chintrakarn is a PhD candidate in the Department of Social Policy, Sociology, and Criminology at the University of Birmingham, at the UK. Her research interests are concerned with beauty, gender, social media, and Southeast Asia. Her PhD project is on the gendered narrative of young Thai women about their cosmetic surgery experiences. Chalisa received a Bachelor of Social Sciences, degree in Culture, Society, and Media from Rosenzweig, Asia Pacific University in Japan, and an MA in Digital Culture and Society from King's College in London. While in Japan, she was teaching assistant in the modules of Cultural Studies and Introduction to Area Studies in Southeast Asia. Her presentation title is The Intersection of Gender and Cosmetic Surgery in Thailand. Chalisa, the floor is yours.
Okay. So thank you for having me today. I'm Chalisa, a PhD candidate at the University of Birmingham. My PhD project is on the intersection of gender and cosmetic surgery in Thailand. Cosmetic surgery includes nose job, double eyelid surgery, and chin enhancement. This presentation will focus on the literature review of this project, but its methodology will also be mentioned. Some feminist scholars relate power to men's domination. They assert that beauty forces women to constantly beautify their appearances. Indeed, eating disorders and the excessive intervention into cosmetic surgery are serious issues among women. However, other scholars argue that such a purely oppressive standpoint hinders people to acknowledge women's identities and voices. Because there are some internal and external benefits of engaging in beauty practices, such as higher confidence and higher income. Having said that, women's genuine empowerment actually does not exist, as beauty overall puts more pressure on women than on men. To be sure, men have also increasingly fallen on demands of appearances, as can be seen from men's muscle ideals. But there are far fewer men who have engaged with extreme beauty practices like cosmetic surgery. So even though women claim that they enhance their look for themselves, they are still under the control of beauty ideals that are inherently patriarchal. Okay. So as Gilles Pye said, at the individual level, beauty practices can be seen to be rational and empowering for women. At the micro-societal level, however, women may be seen to collaborate in the dominant discourses and ideologies that disadvantage them. Specifically about cosmetic surgery, Gimlin holds that female cosmetic surgery patients are savvy cultural negotiators attempting to make out as best they can within a culture that limits their options. So the term post-feminism has played the key role in the current global society, and the term was introduced after women's individualization and their successes in public spheres had become evident as a result of feminism. Post-feminism is bound up with women's individualism and self-surveillance. However, women still are under the control of patriarchy, as they still think there are always some bodily flaws to improve. And they have actually internalized patriarchal beauty ideals. Therefore, even though they have become increasingly individualized, they never sit outside social structures that limit their freedom. And this beauty self-surveillance is shown in mass media, such as makeover TV programs that depict personal narratives of females who have had cosmetic surgery. Furthermore, digital technologies facilitate self-beautification. For example, YouTube allows women to post beauty-related videos for validation from peers. And they are doing this also to brand themselves to become more and more economically empowered. But at the same time, they are conforming to patriarchal aesthetic ideals. So also worth noting is why Thailand deserves critical scholarly attention regarding cosmetic surgery. First, compared to other countries in Southeast Asia, cosmetic surgery is so popular in Thailand that it is absolutely normal to undergo cosmetic surgery. Secondly, the feudal system has led to Thai women's preoccupation with bodily enhancement as a way of increasing their social status. And thirdly, more and more Thai women have highly succeeded in educational and economic domains. They may surgically beautify themselves to become more successful in the world of work, as some professions require appearances as one of the main factors. As feminist scholars focus on the intersection of gender and race, this project also explores connections between cosmetic surgery in Thailand, race, and ethnicity. Nowadays, many celebrities in Thailand are either partially white or of Chinese descent. Due to the Western influence through mass media to Thailand, partly white celebrities in the country have been regarded as fashionable. Nevertheless, in recent years, Korean popular culture has hugely impacted on beauty standards in Thailand, such that Thai Chinese people have become seen as better looking than ever before. However, Korean techniques for nose job and double eyelid surgery partially raise on Japanese cuteness. So from an overall perspective, beauty standards in Thailand are not just white, but also racially and ethnically mixed. Having said that, scholars have so far barely explored the Thai cosmetic surgery phenomenon. As such, this project shows to examine how cosmetic surgery among young Thai women connotes female self-satisfaction, agency, and oppression. And the sub-research question is, do these women undergo cosmetic surgery with the aim of enhancing their Thai looks or transforming them in keeping with white, Korean, and all other standards of beauty? And in response to these questions, I will be conducting interviews with the maximum of 50 Thai women aged 20 to 35, plus 3 Thai cosmetic surgeons. As to the hypothesis of this research, first, young Thai women are rarely directly pressured by male individuals, but are heavily pressured by patriarchal aesthetic standards to monitor their looks and then choose to have cosmetic surgery. This is primarily to boost their own social status and become increasingly successful in the world of work. And Instagram has big impact on their surgical alternation, as this platform has gained widespread popularity among young Thai women and is visual-based. Secondly, these women now aspire to obtain looks that are mixed between East Asian and white. Nevertheless, their desirable post-surgical appearances are most tied to Korean beauty standards due to the profound influence of the Korean popular culture in Thailand. So that's all for my presentation. Thank you for listening. And if you have any question, just email me or DM me via Twitter. Thank you.